And just like that, we have a brand new fragrance by Electimuss London. This one is called Astrum Nova, and to be honest with you, I love this brand. I have Black Caviar, Rodonth, Amber Acalaria, Vanilla Edesia, Imperium. I think I have every single fragrance that this brand has ever put out. I truly love them. I've been acquiring them for a very, very long time now, but in today's Cephalabon contributor video, I'm gonna be giving you my thoughts on this brand new fragrance, which, believe it or not, blends oud and mango. And I'm also gonna let you in on a very special giveaway opportunity, so you don't wanna go anywhere. But before I dive into the video, I do wanna mention that if you're a fan of perfume-related content, and of course, if you love smelling your best, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and also give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would truly mean a lot to me, and it helps with the channel's reach tremendously. It's absolutely free, but it goes such a long way. So here's the thing. This is a very expensive fragrance, as is the case with all Electimuss London fragrances. This is a high-end niche brand based out of London, as I'm sure you know. So if you want to participate in this very special giveaway, and I am absolutely rooting for you, the only thing you have to do is, first of all, follow the first link down below in the description box. It's going to be a link to cephalabon.com. After you've become a registered reader, just drop a thoughtful comment on the article, and that's it. It's actually a very simple process. You just got to make sure to check back on over to cephalabon.com on the date that's mentioned in the article, because that's when the giveaway winner is going to be announced. So if you ended up winning the giveaway, you want to make sure that you claim your prize, or else it's going to disappear. It's going to vanish into oblivion. So I love this presentation. This is the case with all Electimuss London presentations. The bottle basically, or the box I should say, stays the same, but the bottle changes its presentation. The color, the hardware has always been gold, as far as I know, but the color of the bottle has changed. You have Moroccan Medjool, which is a bit of an orangey bottle. You have some bottles that are clear, some that are black. And then this one is very similar to another one that I acquired, I think either towards the beginning of this year or last year, I think composed by Julien Rascanet, don't quote me on that, but it had a very simple presentation. So I love the fact that they're playing around with the colors of the bottles, and I just find that this one is absolutely beautiful. It reminds me of a starry night, very dreamy landscape, but it's actually quite different, in my opinion, from what the fragrance actually smells like. So what are you gonna get from this fragrance when you first spray it on? Well, towards the beginning of the video, I mentioned that this is a mango and oud fragrance. And as per the brand, oud can be one of those ingredients that almost has like a fruity facet to it. And it depends on what other ingredients you pair it up with that can actually bring out those fruity tones and fruity nuances from the oud. And I've noticed that that's what's happening in here. So there is this darker component in the dry down, kind of grounding the composition, but inevitably you have this very bright, fresh, and tropical component that does carry with it a nice bit of sweetness. And I thought to myself, what is it? Is it melon? Is it passion fruit? There's something very fruity, very sweet. And the more that I spend time with this fragrance, the more that I've come to realize it's actually mango. And I love the way the mango smells in here, but this is a very strong, charismatic mango fragrance. I have acquired many mango fragrances in the past. Some of them are a bit airy, some of them are combined with coconut to give them more of like a tropical cocktail sort of a feel. This is a darker mango. Now, there are some smoother ingredients in the heart. For example, you have orris in here, right? And orris is a clean white floral ingredient. So it almost adds this diffusive nature to the fragrance. And I really appreciate that. I love it. I admire it. And I love how it's not a very straightforward mango perfume. I've smelled those too, where it just smells like an organic mango, like you just cut into a mango and you have the pulp, you have the juice, you have the sweetness, the saccharine qualities, all of that stuff. This one has the sweetness, it has that fruity texture to it, which I love, but you can also sense something darker in the dry down while also employing this diffusive nature, which I think is really interesting. So what are you gonna get from this fragrance? You spray it on, initially you're gonna get something bright, something sweet, and I do find that after a while, that sweetness does tone down. Yeah, in the opening, it is so sweet, so fruity. And again, if you don't like your fruity fragrances, this is one that you're pretty much going to have to avoid, right? But if you love your fruity fragrances and if you love the smell of mango, forget about it. This is, I'm going to say it, this is the strongest mango perfume on the market. And I say that with regard to a couple different considerations. Number one, Electimuss London, the brand as a whole, makes some beast mode fragrances. Not only do they have the heaviest presentations, I mean, the cap itself is incredibly heavy, and the bottle itself is also incredibly heavy, but also mango is one of those ingredients that is quite volatile, right? It's not a base note. It's typically a heart note. It's comprised of a bit of a larger molecular structure. So it's not going to be like sandalwood or cedar wood or agarwood or vanilla or benzoin or any resins or balsams or even oak moss or patchouli. Those are very base heavy ingredients, and many of them are used as fixatives in a perfume, which means that they are designed or constructed to give the perfume longevity. The mango in here is not a base note, but it lasts such a long time, which says a lot about the brand, the way that it's pieced together by the perfumer, but also the concentration of the fragrance. So all Electimuss London fragrances, in my opinion, are very strongly concentrated, and this one, of course, is no exception. Astrum Nova by Electimuss London is a beautiful oudy mango type of a fragrance. But another thing that I have to say, and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention this, is that I know there is a bit of misnomer with regard to the way that the agarwood could potentially come across in some fragrances. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are not a big fan of oud, and I get it. It's an ingredient that, depending on the variation of it that you've tried, it could be a little heavy-handed. So I understand that there are some people that avoid it like the plague. But let me tell you something. The oud in this fragrance is so beautifully done. And it is so mild that when I spray this on, the last thing you're going to think to yourself is, oh, this is an oud-based fragrance. It's not. I mean, it's a mango-based fragrance with an oud note kind of receded to the background. That's what I get, right? I mean, some other people might purport or employ a different narrative. When you spray this on, you're not going to think to yourself, oh, wow, this is an oud. No. I've smelled perfumes where you spray it on and you're like, yeah, this is a very strong oud scent. No, this is a mango scent with a supporting role being played by oud, right? The orris is beautiful in here. I also personally get a touch of vanilla in the dry down because there is something sweet in here. I'm sure if I look at the ingredients on the back, it's going to mention vanillin, but I don't want to get too into it. It does say juniper, it does say bergamot, it does say citrus, it says coumarin, which is tonka bean. So there's a lot of other ingredients happening in here. There's always more than meets the eye when it comes to the note breakdown, but Astrum Nova is a beautiful mango-based fragrance from the house of Electimuss London, and inevitably it is one that I love having in my collection, and I'm going to be wearing it a lot. It's only a bit of a bummer because now, I live in New Jersey, so the weather is going to start getting a lot colder, and mango is typically one of those ingredients that I like to wear in perfumes in the summer months. But I think this is going to be a fragrance that I turn to on days when I'm missing the summer and I want to be reminded of the hotter months of the year. So please try this, check it out. I'm sure Perfumology has it. There's a lot of retailers where you can pick this one up at, and I'm going to drop a link to all of them down below if you're interested. By the way, they are not, at least the links for Perfumology are not affiliate links. Near Guy from Perfumology doesn't even know that I'm making this video, but I love to support good people, and Perfumology is a place that I always make it a point to visit when I'm in the historical district of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Listen, thank you so much for joining me today. That was my review of the brand new Astrum Nova by Electimuss London. If you own or have tried this fragrance or anything else from the brand, just drop a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. Let me know, what is your favorite Electimuss London fragrance? I'm very curious to know what it is. For me, I don't know if I have a favorite per se. I know this is going to be one of the easiest ones to wear just because the mango is so friendly, it's so amiable, and I think it's going to resonate with a lot of people because I see mango kind of having a moment right now. I've seen it in so many other both designer and niche fragrances, and it's a note that on the whole is being pretty well received. So I'm very happy to hear that. And to see that, rather. Thank you so much for joining, and I really hope you loved this video. Hit subscribe, hit the bell, and also give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would really mean a lot to me. So thanks again for watching. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow with a brand new episode. Bye.